Oh, walk 66 on the 8th of September, 8th of September 2018. Must be about 20 past 11. I had one of those bizarre things where I just had a dog walker starting at the same time as I did. Kind of my worst nightmare. Head down, just minimal eye contact. Both of us are here to do whatever we're here to do. Dogs seem more obsessed with various smells. So be it. I don't know, some days you feel more up for it than others, and some days you feel a bit more confident than others. I guess I must have passed so many dog walkers over the last 40, 50 walks that I've stopped caring, or they've stopped noticing, or there's been a decrease in. I suppose there's only ever really been 2 comments, and one of those was with Annika. And Annika kind of jumped in before I had the chance to say anything, which was great. Really, really big help that day. As it is, it's just kind of she'll be from right in my ear. It's quite clammy. Maybe about 14, 15 degrees. The trail's quite hard, despite looking quite the opposite. I guess to a large degree I remain in disguise because having headphones in, like I've always said, is part of that disguise. But I think a lot of people have got used to me just doing this, and because I'm using the same trail all the time. Before I go much further, I must give a quick shout out, quick mention to Steve Banks, who put a nice comment in one of the videos saying that he finds them quite relaxing. Well, not relaxing, but he does like them, so I think big thanks to that. It was quite nice to get the feedback. Quite shocked, quite surprised. It's funny because when I started all this, I was kind of intimidated by all these people that have done hundreds and that have done loads and loads. And it's always intimidating at the start of anything. Especially if you have no idea of the direction. And as I've always said, I've got no idea of the direction of this. All I know is that if I'm off, I find time, I schedule a time, do all I can do to get out and just do it. Don't know why, it feels good, but obviously you've got to go, there's loads of reasons why, but you just do it. Yeah, do you have any idea of where this goes? Well, I've always found in life that, and anyone who knows me will know that I've never had any great plan or grand design on anything. You just do it. See what happens and hope for the best. I think it's okay, the walker's quite far behind, so I think we'll take it easy on each other rather than make each other feel uncomfortable. I think she's walking slower to give me a bit of distance, and I'm walking faster to make sure I've got that distance. Also, it's a bit of a pain if you're, especially with me doubling back in this trail, because it's, you don't want to make anyone feel any more uncomfortable, and most of the time there's not a lot of people on this trail. But when you're passing somebody at the start, it means that you've more than likely got to pass them twice, especially if you're on your own, because you will be walking faster. Which is a whole workout thing. And generally I've got I don't have a fast pace, but I've got a reasonably good pace. We'll go to the south. We'll go straight down there today. But again, it's funny because, I mean, the issue of social anxiety is always coming up in this. It's something that I've always spoken a lot about. Wherein, because I don't talk to anyone on the trail. Make a point of not talking. Not because I'm ignorant, it's just I choose not to. I'll avoid it. I should have. Here now. Not too bad. Yep. So I always make a point of not talking, just not because I'm ignorant. I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered explaining myself. I see no reason why I should explain myself. It's quite sticky today, so be it. It's part of the fun of it. And that's just me. There's no point. I mean, I think in life we always feel the need to justify ourselves, whether or not there's any actual need to do that. Some things are best left just as they are. We always feel the need to give ourselves labels and justify our own actions. When sometimes you just do it just because it gives you a bit of peace. I think if anything can give you peace and serenity in this life, then what harm are you actually doing? There's always things on the Barefoot is Legal Twitter site saying you're not harming people, it's not illegal. But I suppose it's also about going with the social aspect of things, what's socially acceptable and what isn't. But at the same time, you don't want to make people uncomfortable. So, I mean, to be honest, just going to roll my sleeves up. I don't think I'm an intimidating person. I'm 6 foot, okay, 6'1", as I've always said. I'm a wee bit fat, but I am quite fit. Not just because I do this, but because I am generally I can keep myself going for long periods. Or I can stay on my feet for long periods. Hence some of the slows that I've done to walk 22 miles would be, okay, it would be a stretch, but I could do it. I mean, to walk about a mile or 30 miles, to walk to a marathon, I reckon I could do it. I've always said the 5 Coastal Path, but I wouldn't mind doing, although I'd have to be in shoes to do it, would be from Ratho through to Linlithgow, which I know is a good distance. Or just as part of saying that, also British Heart Foundation does the Union Canal Walk between Edinburgh and Glasgow, which 62 miles over 24 hours, which I would love to do. Apparently you get your head torches and so on, but really you're doing it and walking at about just over 2 miles an hour for 24 hours. I don't know about the charity aspect of it, and I don't really care about the charity aspect because there's other charities that I would sooner support. That would be one hell of a challenge. Sounds great to me, but like I say, I would have to do it in shoes. There's just no way I could. My feet aren't strong enough, and looking at the trail, given the beating I took a few months ago, back in May, Christ. It's one of those things which I started but always meant to go back to, but I just never really got back. Just never got back into it. What could be about? Okay. Hello. Again, part of the disguise is this. No, you get so lost in yourself that a couple of dog walkers at the bottom. For fuck's sake. Must be the fucking day for it. However, it's no disrespect to dog walkers. We've all got the right to walk. But yep, no eye contact. We all know how each other would be throughout the town. Cares. Kind of contradict myself about the whole social anxiety thing. But yeah, some days you do feel uncomfortable with it, some days you don't. For me, I've always found it, I just find doing this relaxing generally, but then it's different walking at the weekend to walking during the week where there's fewer people about. I guess they're walking because I have a dog. I'm walking because I'm just walking because just for the pleasure of it. 2 sets of bloody dog walkers though. It just means tomorrow I'll be heading out in the dark. Tomorrow I'll see about heading out at 6. I'm awake anyway. It's kind of... It's funny how your body clock kind of goes a certain way. Yeah, I'm normally up about 4 or 5 in the morning. Had the dubious pleasure of luckily falling asleep after halfway through the Scotland game. What on earth McLeish was doing, playing the formation that he was, and knowing that, to be honest, I think we're always on hiding to nothing. I don't know, the big thing about accepting your limitations and getting on with it. However, I got the overhang on versus somebody who I've got no intention of watching it. The disrespect to the England team, it's just the commentators I can't handle. Right, one dog walker's gone missing from the bottom, so she's probably doubled back. I'm just getting on to the mid section of this, keeping half an eye on the bottom section because I don't know if they're cutting down or cutting up. I don't want to face the same people 3 fucking times. They look pretty fit, so they could probably walk me, but I just don't have to. I can't be bothered with it. Yeah, they're cutting up, so I'll cut about halfway up, and they'll probably go all the way down. This will be it. I suppose having the camera does act as a bit of a disguise, and God knows they must have been hearing me moan just as I was walking. I think that's what a lot of these videos are, is me moaning a lot of the time. In fact, most of what I say sounds completely miserable and drowsed in complete misery. Yeah, it's quite funny, I guess. But I think as people would do moan, as people would, we are obsessed. It's funny. What is it? He was the Christian runner, Lauren something. Our videos were great. Small petite Christian runner in America. Our videos were great. Really enthusiastic, really bubbly, and really, really, yeah, let's do this. And then you've got me who's thinking, oh, for fuck's sake. No, it's not that I don't enjoy doing this. I've always said that I enjoy doing it. I just like doing it in peace. Or if I'm with somebody, at least. I mean, the walks that I've done with Annika and Christine, I mean, obviously I've been fine. I've been the walks where I've done, where I've been with someone, obviously they've been a lot more chilled out, shall we say. And the conversation, I don't know if it's been funnier, but certainly the one that the talk that myself and Annika had about we're talking about massage parlours or something like that in Amsterdam, and what with her being Dutch, then I suppose that was. I mean, yeah, to this day I've actually lived a very sheltered life. I've never been to a strip club or a sauna or anything like that. I've got no desire to. I'm far too old for it. And yeah, I think there's a time and place for it, and it's called your 20s. As you get old, I'm not saying you get boring, you develop different attitudes. And most of my attitudes, I think, are quite healthy. I think I tend to be quite positive. A lot of people in the fields today. I see another guy coming down there as well. I'll double back in a sec. Right. Other walkers cutting up by the road. That's fine, excuse me. I think it's obvious that I'm filming, and because I'm talking alone, then it's either I'm a paranoid, either I sound schizophrenic, or it's one very incontinent horse. I'm just waiting for the time where I bump into a dog walker that I know. But yeah, I'm always jumping from one thing to another. But the camera does give you a bit of breathing space, so to speak, and a bit of somewhere to hide. I suppose if anybody looks hard enough, they would find the site and. It's actually just really soft when you're walking on that hay. Okay. And the last bit back. It's funny, the person who's most, my daughter actually thinks it's still quite cool that I do this. Most other people's kids would be like, oh, for God's sake. Okay. I'm proud of her for saying that, because if she said, no Dad, you're not doing it, that would be me definitely stopping. Tomorrow might be a difficult one because the forecast is so bad now. Anybody who knows me knows that I am obsessed about the weather. I'll still do it. I'll still push myself. But I think you can definitely, summer's definitely long gone. It's interesting when you're seeing this and then you're comparing it with some of the videos that we did earlier on, and the bright sunshine, and it was beautiful, and I was very fortunate to do a whole lot of videos when it was nice. Here we go again. And we were, I'm not going to say blessed, but we did have a very nice summer, because I was cursing it as much as I was liking it. But it's funny how just one day I was feeling at home, I wasn't feeling that great, I was on a day off, and then I just came down here in a pair of Crocs, a sign that I've lost all the will to live. And yeah, I came down here in a pair of Crocs, just took my shoes off as soon as I got to the trail, took my Crocs off as soon as a sign that it must have been about early afternoon, 2 or 3, and just did it. I think I might have seen 1 or 2 people, but it was just, yeah, I think very impulsive. I needed to get off my arse basically and do it. Okay, yeah, there's all the thing to do with relaxation and the whole thing to do with mental health and so on, but it's not even about that. It's more about, for me, I've always said that it's all about training for something else, but I think it's, you had those walkers in their shoes, and they had the golden Labrador, and they were impeccably made out, and here's me as a slob, baseball cap, light t-shirt, headphones in, and I'm not out of breath. It's a relatively easy, straightforward walk, and here's me looking like a slob, everything out of place, and quite fucking deliberately. It's not a fashion show. I'm not going out to impress. I don't have anyone to impress. I'm not saying I look like a scarecrow, but I think it's not far off. In fact, the way that I'm dressed right now, I'd probably be nicking clothes from a scarecrow. That's the way I feel right now, but not that I care. I mean, Christ, how many people wear shorts in the back of in this sort of weather? And it's going to get worse. Come December, that'll be the big test. For 4 months, I never did any walking. I never even thought about touching a trail after, I think it was the 21st of October. Okay, 21st of October, 6 weeks from now. Here we are, walk 66. Shit, another dog walker. For fuck's sake. Right, okay, I'm just going to double back. Oh no, I'm not. Fuck it. Listen to be learned, don't walk at this time of the day. I'll cut across a bit though. But yeah, lessons definitely to be learned today. It's been 3, so nah, too many. Let's just go double back, I think. I feel uncomfortable, so we'll double back. I can't be bothered dealing with any smart arse comments. I'm just going to... Besides, I've been on the trail for about 27 minutes. Time to get down here. Okay, same site about 3 times, but... Oh, I've just picked the wrong time to be doing this today. Added to that, it's just too many people about, so too many for me to feel comfortable with. Technically I should be saying fuck them, but nah, I just... Besides, it'll be about 12 o'clock now. Okay, lesson to be learned, head out earlier. Yeah, anyway, it's still a bit of a workout. It's still about half an hour on the trail, half an hour, 40 minutes. About half an hour. I just can't be bothered dealing with people today. Well, people on the trail, not people in general. Yeah. I think if we can get about 30-35 minutes, that's not too bad. I just can't be bothered walking by people barefoot. I don't feel like I've got to explain myself, and because there was kids there, I just thought, nah. Although they were sat down, so I couldn't bloody see them. Shit happens. Oh well. Either way, I'll get home for the football, see somewhere. Yeah, we'll take a look at who's on. I did think it would be quieter because it's generally quieter at this time of day. Unfortunately, at this time of day, there is hundreds of other people about. What I really should have done, no, I couldn't have gone when I got up. I was too busy with something else. But anyway, afternoon of hanging about with my daughter. It's always kind of funny. I was kind of talking to Christine about this yesterday, and you get a whole bunch of guys who are in their teens and they want to go shopping, and the guys will be like, yeah, somebody's like, you want to go shopping? Some guy will be like, yeah, let's go to Sports Direct or whatever. Another guy will be like, nah, shopping's for piffs. And then you get a whole bunch of girls, they'll be like, no, well, I want to go to this place because it's got New Lake. Somebody else saying, no, I want to go to this place because it's got Primark. And it gets a lot more technical. You get a whole bunch of boys together, they'll be a bit more direct, they'll tell you exactly what they want, when they want, how they want it. Then you get a whole bunch of girls together and they can't, everything becomes, oh no, I want this, so it becomes a lot more specific. With teenage boys, my guess is that it would be a lot less specific and a lot more direct. Wherein with girls, it's becomes this massive thing that it would never be with boys. With boys it's a lot more chilled out. It's a wee bit, you know, it's like, okay, big man, how are we going to do this? We're going to do it this way, this way, this way, and the guys will generally, not always, but generally agree. Unless there's some other reason that, unless there's some other trivial reason. But yeah, it's always different for girls. So I suppose, I mean, it's quite funny. Years ago, I've got time to talk about the next bit because we're coming on to the end. And either way for about 32 minutes, which will take me an hour to download. Don't know if I can be bothered soundtracking, but again, it's more cowardice that I can be bothered walking by a family of 3 or 4 plus a dog. I've had enough of fucking people on this trail today. I really cannot be fucking bothered. I just come down here for the peace. Today's not peaceful. Yep, nope, feet are a bit dirty, but okay, yeah, it'll be washed. So it'll be, as usual, it'll be a good shower. Anyway, just about signing off. We'll go to this exit for a second time.